Good evening. This is my video. I'm going to add a little bit more critique. That way I can touch on a few more things um, that I want to make sure I touch on all my bases. Now, when right before in this video, I explained how they're doing their VES operations, and before they do that, you can see that this is thick, pressurized smoke coming out of the second story window. And before they do this, and that's a telltale sign that impending flash is coming. So I don't know why. And then they vented. I wouldn't know what about the tactic of venting the right check rail double hung window and then the left check rail double hung window, because they vented them simultaneously. Just I felt like they were trying to be efficient and do it quickly. But as we've seen through reading smoke, this is kind of be turned to grounds for disaster, and it does throughout the video. And then they fight fire exteriorly, as you see in about 7 minutes in, with hand lines. But the main key point about the critique is that why did they vent this check rail, these two windows at the same time simultaneously, with that venting pushing smoke? Was it just because there was a known trap rescue? I listened to radio traffic, I couldn't hear anything about it. And then they switch to they try to switch to interior operations. They try to knock it down real quick because they've noticed that it's not going to work, and then the top flashes. Both windows, or both, it looks from the exterior of the A side of the building. I wish we had a full circle view, but I just really like this video because of the vent intercept operation that they were doing through there. But you don't see what's going on in the C D corner, or the D, the B side even. So, but that pressurized smoke, that would have been my telltale sign. Let's get them out of there. Let's go a different route about this. That's an impending flashover situation. So just something to look at. And then they go defensive. They post up their ladder on that AB corner, and still fight the fire pretty much from the top down. It's already went defensive. They've did their interior or exterior lines through there. It looked like a 2.5. It might have even been an inch and 3/4, but through the exterior, and that's even not enough water just with those hand lines. So of course they posted up their ladder and went defensive completely. So I wanted to add a little bit more critique, and they're fighting fire without masks on, packs on, and that's another critique. That's a safety officer situation problem. Whoever's assigned to safety at that point needs to halt operations and correct that, because who knows what's going to happen 15 years down the later. It was a great fire, though. They put a great stop to it at the end there. I just, again, like I said, I picked this video because I like how I looked, for when we talked about VES operations and in other videos, I looked for fires, but you could never really find it. You could just show training on it, but this one popped up, so it was nice. But thank you. I look forward to hearing your feedback, and I look forward to seeing everybody else's videos.